Hi everyone, Wendy Spanish Crafter here. I'm on week 4 of my scraps, and I was just pulling the top sheet off this paper ready for a clean one to film with, and I thought, oh, I'll just rip that up and that can be used for collaging. So I just thought I'd keep this bit that's got like ink and coffee stain on, and so I'm just going to fold that up and put that in my little folder that's got all my scraps in. So relatively clean sheet for filming on. So this is what I've been up to, and I thought I would just bring you along to show you the next one. Let me just get the ones that I've made and completed. I was doing tags yesterday, emptying some of my scrap pile here, and this was the one I made. Just get rid of those and I'll show you them bit by bit. So I started making a few tags with papers, and then I've finished this morning. I've put a parchment pocket on, and this is Tracy Fox's Bumper Birds kit, Jackie Rockwell labels, and I think this is Tracy Fox's entomology labels, I think. And I'm not sure where these tags are from, but they've got birds on, so I just thought I would put 3 in the parchment pocket there. So that's one tag completed, and the other week I got 3 empty shoe boxes down. Let me just get them. I've got 3 empty shoe boxes down out my wardrobe, and I thought, right, I'm gonna, whenever I make pockets or mini books, I'm gonna put them in. And on this one I've put a label on. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. Mini books. So when I've completed one, I just put it in here, then it's ready to either put into a journal or into a pocket. So they're all complete in there. So that's mini books. Then I've got one with journal cards and pockets. So that's journal cards. These are just already cut out, and these are all the pockets that I made from the 12 by 12 papers, a 3 pocket and a 2 pocket. So they're all ready to be decorated up. And then this last shoebox is tags and envelopes. So whenever I've made tags, I've just thrown them in here, and they can be decorated up as and when needed. So this is one I completed. I just put one of the little mini books in the pocket. As you know, I love doing parchment craft as well, so I do like putting pockets on in parchment. So let me just show you these. Back to this one. So that's one completed that can go in the box. And as I was collaging the tags, I had a strip of paper at the side of me, just Amazon packaging. So I just tore a couple of strips off like this, and thought that will do for the scraps. And as I tore a piece of paper to collage, any tiny bit like this, I just stuck straight onto these strips of paper and built them all up, and ended up with snippet strips like this that I showed in a previous video. So they're ready to be used, and I thought I'll just show you the one where I'm up to from this morning. So that's one part done. These are all collaged and ready to go to the sewing machine and put a pocket on. These are got pockets on. I did the sewing this morning, and I did the wavy stitching, which came about by mistake because I went off on one tag yesterday, and I thought, oh, that looks quite nice, all wavy. So they're ready to go for decorating. And like I showed again in a previous video, all these pieces of parchment that are big enough I just use for punching little flowers out. And this piece will go in the bin. they're not really good enough for anything. So that's ready, got a pocket on. These are all the pieces of parchment I have left when I've done a square, because the parchment's like A5 size and I normally do squares, so I always end up with a piece left over. So that's where we're up to. So that's ready for going to the sewing machine and putting a pocket on, and then it comes back like this. So just like I've done with that one, I just trim it round, neaten it up, and then if I've not got anything particular in mind as a theme, I'll just put this in the tag box until I'm making a journal and I know what theme I'm going for, and they can be decorated up to that theme. So this needs some paper putting on, you know, journal, a heart or something to decorate them up, and then that can go to the sewing machine. So let me just stick a few bits on here. I'm not too fussed about how much glue, because it will all be stitched down. Let's put that over there, and then I'll put some bits of material on, bits of lace. See what we've got. You saw me do all this last week, so then that can go to the sewing machine and do the zigzag stitching. So I've nothing really much else to show you at the minute, because my printer has run out of ink yet again. So I'll just finish these off while I'm talking. These are the punch circles that I've inked round, ready to strengthen the tag holes. I'll just tell you quickly about my printer. I have a HP printer, and I am in the HP ink program, Instant Ink. And they always send notification when they posted new inks to you. And I got one in March, an email, and I never received the inks. And there's no way that I knew of at that time of contacting them other than the virtual agent they have on the website, which just sent me round in circles because it's all automated, obviously. So I went to the shop at Lasagna Boulevard and I bought a new colour cartridge and a new black cartridge. So I put the colour one in, and as soon as I'd put it in, I got an email from HP Ink saying that you're using a cartridge that we haven't sent you. And lo and behold, on the bottom of that email was a telephone number to ring them. So I rang this lovely man, and he was Spanish, but he did speak very good English, better than my Spanish, I can tell you. And I told him what had happened, and he confirmed that some had been sent in March, and, you know, I said, well, I haven't received them, so I had to go out and buy some. So he said, right, I'll put you down to have some more posted out to you. And in the meantime, I keep using the one that I'd put in. So I printed some papers off to do some design team work, and I printed about 12 pages, and then look what happened. They all went purple again, running out of ink. I was absolutely furious. If I'd lived closer to Lasagna Boulevard, I would have gone back and taken the ink and all the prints and showed them what had happened, but I just couldn't be bothered getting in the car and driving for half an hour and taking them back. So I've got to wait again now until the new ones arrive. Hopefully there's going to be more than one, because I've just increased my subscription to HP because I was printing more than 100 each month. So I'd increased it to 300, so hopefully I'll get more. So although I've not actually done anything with you today other than just talking and crafting a bit while I'm talking, this will be probably the last video in the series, but it was just because I'd used such tiny scraps yesterday on these, and that's all I did, just literally stuck them down just to cover the brown paper up of the Amazon packaging. And in fact, I'll just go along and do this because I've got a tag to do there. Right, I can just quickly show you. Here's a tag I've got cut out. So let's get my bag of scraps. And yeah, I will use some of this paper that I said off my work pad. In fact, I'll use the dark side. I'll just put glue right to the edge, and then I just put it on the paper. And I'll use some of this misprinted as well. Use it up. So I don't need all that. So that little bit that I'm tearing off there, I will just glue straight onto that piece of paper. Like that. And glue this one on here. I'll just go over the edge and then I can trim it all off. I have all these bits that from when I make some boxes for my gifts at Craft Club. A nice relaxing thing to do. I don't know what it is about collaging, but everybody says it, that they find it quite relaxing to do it. And it is relaxing because there's no pressure, no thought about it all. Just glue down whatever you like. Glue that across the top, even though the writing's going to be upside down. When I'm stitching on the sewing machine, I've realised when I was doing all these this morning, if I start at the top here and go all the way around and then end at the top, I just run over the first stitches, so it's just two or three stitches over there. That is hidden when I put the punched circle on, so that just sort of seals your ends in. And I stick one on the other side as well. So that was just another little tip that I thought I would share with you. And let me see, because I like torn edges when I'm collaging. All these little bits I just stick straight onto the Amazon packaging. Like there. And they do all, again, you don't have to worry too much about the glue because they do all get secured with the sewing machine. Bits like this. Just then all the Amazon packaging is covered up. Because most of this is going to be covered up with topper sort of things. Bit on the Amazon packaging too, and stick this over here just so that all the white card is covered. I might need an extra little piece on there. I can just stick some of this coffee stained paper. So that can then go to the sewing machine, put a vellum pocket on it. I was gluing the vellum or parchment down with glossy accents, but you were seeing it because parchment is very awkward to glue, as you probably know. So I just take it straight to the sewing machine and sew it straight on, so there's no glue showing through at all. So I hope this finds you all well, and I hope you've enjoyed my little series on how I use my scraps. And I do use all my scraps. I really do try not to waste anything. So I shall see you next time, and I think my next video I've probably got a bit of news for you all as well, a bit of design team news, but I have to wait to release that one. Okay, I shall speak to you soon. Bye.